doing, man. It's awesome.
Hey guys, how you doing? This is Alex. Today is my birthday, and for my birthday, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work. It's what I do all the time, all day, every day. The grind really doesn't stop regardless if it's your birthday or not. Now, if somebody wanted to, take me out to a resort, treat me to dinner, suck this bitch out all day, that's a whole different story, but nobody's doing that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to work. Today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Power by the Hour because Jake Long from Power by the Hour actually got the Bellhousing done for the C6 torque tube bolt pattern to modular Ford motor bolt pattern. He used an existing Bellhousing, machined out the ID, and drilled and tapped new bolt pattern, and according to him, he feels he's pretty confident that it will fit on the Corvette. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go pick it up. I'll show you guys the Bellhousing. I'll try to install it on the car without the clutch. This is just a fitment day, so I'm gonna go ahead and install everything in the car without the clutch, just so we can make sure that the input shaft actually goes up against the bearing, right? The input bushing, or the pilot bushing. Want to make sure all of that is kosher without putting the clutch in, so we can visually see and measure properly. Then I'm going to try to center the motor by removing the vacuum can for the brake booster and installing a manual TRZ manual booster or manual brake kit on the car with, I think, a strange master cylinder. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, try to make some room for the Coyote motor that's going in there. I'm still waiting for the oil pan, Harvey. So Harvey, let's get that oil pan coming. But anyway, let me get down to Power by the Hour and show you what Jake did. Why is there club music coming from? It's a little early to be playing beeps and boops, no? What do we got going on here? We have the stock Bellhousing, and then we have a QuickTime bell. That's right. Got the Ibach Pro Kit for the S197. I know they're linear. They're not. They're progressive. I get it, guys. It's just about the look, really. Whoa. So they did some clearancing, some adding. Remember, there had to be material added in certain spots. So the bolt pattern had to change a little bit. They clearanced everything for the lines, meaning the bleed lines and the clutch line, the feed and the bleed, and they slapped a little bit of paint on it. So this is basically a QuickTime bell. I'm not going to tell you from what, because I'm not going to give too much away, but you can kind of see what's going on, right? And Ford modular bolt pattern, starter location, but C6 torque tube bolt pattern. So let me slap it on the torque tube and get the motor mated up to it. I think there's hardware. Yep, there's hardware here. And what is all this? What is all that? I'll talk to Jake about that, but let's get this. I don't think this stuff goes in there at all. I think this is for other shit. But yeah, let's party. Let's party and get the this stuff mated, and we'll see how everything fits. That'd be nice. Nice. I'm gonna be able to see how far the input shaft goes in there. That's nice. Exciting. It's gonna be. Wow. I'm hoping everything works out. There was a plate missing. Like this, what do you call that shim? What do you call that plate? I'm gonna make sure that plate's on there. That. I just wanted to make sure that was in there. Okay, cool. All right, we're good. Check the threads. Threads are beautiful. So let's get under the car, install it, and we'll see what the fitment is like. This has been my view for the last couple of months. A lot of you guys thought I was kidding. No way he's gonna coyote swap it. Well, I'm not kidding. We're to the point of no return. Bellhousing's made, motor's been in and out a couple of times. So now what I'm gonna do is physically bolt up the bell housing, make sure that the dowels go into the dowels on the bell housing. So I thought I'd get this moment on video just to, I don't know, just to signify the official point of no return, swapping this thing with a Coyote. Starter goes there. Okay, there's one dowel. If no revisions happen, I'll be kind of shocked because, you know, this is all custom work, but we'll see. All right, so let's work on getting it aligned and I'll come back to the video. There you have it. The bell housing is in. I'm able to see the input shaft, so I can see, you know, pilot bushing actuation, or, you know, how far we're off. So let's get the motor bolted, literally bolted up. I'm going to put the plate, everything, as if I'm installing it for the last time, just to see what kind of spacing we got going on with the input shaft on the motor and where it falls in the frame rail area, even though this is movable and stuff. So I'm not really worried about that. I just want to see how far that input shaft goes into the pilot bushing. Okay. Luckily I can get to a lot of the bolts here, so I'm going to try to line it up. I'm having a hell of a time lining it up on the bottom, so I'm going to try to get to as many bolts as I can up here, and see if I can get the little dowels to line up. Well. So I wonder what has to happen with that pilot bushing. Now, it might be too far into the bore, but the fact that it has to come out almost, gosh, 3/8 of an inch maybe, and see the bore, I might be okay. I can just bring it back out with a little slide hammer situation. But there are also clutches. Yeah, that input shaft does not look good. I can replace it. There are also clutches that have their own pilot bushing in the flywheel. I've actually have seen that, and based on this, that's probably what I'm looking to go with. So I'll do some research on that to see if there's any clutches that, like Mantic. Mantic has clutches that the flywheel has the pilot bushing built in. So I'll do some research on that. But let's turn off the light. Turn off the light. Come on. Let's get zoomed out. But look at that. She's in. So what I definitely have to do, if you look at the where the whatchamacallit bolts up, motor mount obviously has to come to the driver's side way more. Sorry, this glare is pretty crazy. Has to come over to the driver's side a lot, right? Like a decent amount, because it's like hitting over here. So that means that I have to then, because the motor can't physically go any further than that brake booster situation there. Sorry about the glare. Actually, I think I just like doing that. It looks like, yeah, I definitely have to get that out of there. So I did buy, and I wonder how that happened. Anyway, I'll get that guy out of there and install the manual brake conversion, and we'll see how all that goes. Yeah, I'm having a hell of a time accessing the stuff back there, but, you know, I'm gonna be here a little while, so get all the tools I got, all the swivels and everything, and if I have to take a pedal assembly out, I'll be pretty pissed off. But yeah, got to take the brake booster off. Okay, two hands it is. Okay. My God. So imagine you're under the dash and you have to access this guy. behind the clutch, behind a bunch of stuff, but it all came out as one unit. That's nice. I don't really have to peel off gasket or anything like that. And look at all the room for activities. Here you go. Mechanical brakes. Alex, it's gonna be so... I stopped a 3,500 pound Fox body with single pop SN brakes at 157 mile an hour pass. I think I'll be okay. So, got some room. See? Some room for activities. I'm able to shift it over a lot. I'm hoping that the headers still will clear. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Someone much more talented than I. Gonna have to get into the oil cooler. Is gonna have to be relocated. So, again, but he said it was gonna be easy. It'll be the first, maybe the last. We'll see. And this is the stuff I bought from TRZ. Come on, don't be stupid. So this is what's gonna take place of that, right through the firewall. Then this guy. And then that guy, and then the pin goes through, and then we can hopefully go. There you have it, installed. A pain in the butt, total pain in the butt to do. I couldn't get to the bottom left nut, so I'm gonna have to come back to that eventually, or was it the top left? One of these two. I couldn't get to because it was just impossible. I'm not going to disassemble the whole dash, but I was able to get to 3 of them, so I'll come back to that another time because I'm wiped out for today. And look at that, tons of room for activities, tons of room for this. I'm going to go ahead and reinstall the clutch, what is it, reservoir? Does it go under? Yeah, it goes under. So let me see how it goes. Something like that. So boom. Boom. So it'll be nice and tucked away. But again, I'm sure I'm going to have to revise a couple of things. I got to make some lines, and I received some fittings. So I want to thank TRZ. Talked on the phone for a little bit, and they got me squared away with this kit in particular. They told me which one to buy, which board to buy, everything. Jake getting me hooked up with the Bellhousing, and I can actually reach it from up here. It's actually pretty amazing how it actually sticks out a little bit, which is kind of nice. Ooh, what the hell was that? Hope nothing went into the motor. What was that? Let me see. Anything? Oh, there it is. That's what it was, a nut. Here you go. So, that actually brought the motor out a little bit, which kind of scared me because of the steering rack. Steering rack goes right in between there, and it looks like I'm going to clearance it by like a sliver. So, yeah. So I'm going to be putting all that together. But there you go. That's how I spent my birthday. 2025 is getting the master cylinder installed on the Coyote-Swapped ZR1, getting the bell housing in place. I'm still waiting for the oil pan. Once the oil pan comes in, we can start measuring and do motor mount stuff. Now I have room to do. Wow, I actually have a shitload of room. Look at that. I can go. Yeah, buddy. So look at that. I can go. Oh, bro, this is gonna be great. When Jake comes by, takes a peek at how the motor mounts are gonna go. Oil pan goes in. Once the oil pan is in, motor mounts are in, blow it all apart, put the actual clutch in, figure out the pilot bushing situation, bolt everything up, and then we are doing literally control pack stuff. I gotta figure out the wiring, meaning I'm gonna put a control pack. I still haven't decided if it's Gen 1 or Gen 2. More than likely leaning towards Gen 1 because of the power adder. You guys are gonna like, I think, the power adder that's going in this car. Should be getting delivered not too long from now, and I'm sure I'll have plenty of room for the rack, and I also even have a radiator mocked up just to make sure that everything seems to be going pretty darn good. And I got room up here, like I never showed you guys up here, that, you know, once it comes time for intercooler or heat exchanger, great. Oh, other thing is, look at this. That's the stock intercooler pump right there, and guess where the tank is? Right here. So I actually, believe it or not, might be able to get lucky and repurpose this stuff, wire it in such a way where it's key on, and I have a heat exchanger right here. That would be great because it's getting air from the ram air situation, and then I have other, ways of routing the cold air situation. All right, guys, big update for me because it actually now verifies where the motor is going to sit based on the manual brake master cylinder from TRZ. Thank you guys so much. And Jake from Power by the Hour getting the Bellhousing figured out. Tons of progress on the 01. So hopefully we're going to get this guy. You're going to start seeing progress quicker once the oil pan and the motor mounts show up. Thanks for listening, guys. Talk to you later.